still a little breakdown, right, of what I can just pick offhand without having a whole script or something ready, right? For warning, I know about League of Legends, all right, but peep this. My man got double jump. I wonder if only Echo has a double jump, or if it's most characters, right? Maybe heavies won't, because traditionally, if you look at some fighting games, big heavy characters don't have the best movement. It's usually when you see a double jump in fighting games, it's usually mad high. So that's pretty tight, right? Get around zoners. And for those of you that don't know what zoners are, just in case somebody from non-fighting games watches this video, a zoner is basically a character that can shoot a bunch of projectiles right from full screen to keep you out. So they're zoning you out because the entire screen until they're at point blank is their zone, right? So they're zoning you. That's pretty much what it is, right? I don't know what the hell else you would call them, but if they're chucking random bullshit at you at all times, they're a zoner. It's like bringing a gun to a knife to a gunfight, right? Like, you're gonna get zoned out, you're gonna get blasted. You better have the best movement. This is tight, right? Like, she can cancel. Man, if there's air dashes, I don't know. They didn't show air dashes, so they're probably thinking about if air dashes would be a thing or not, right? Just like how there's gonna, this is not gonna be the final product of the game, obviously, right? But I hope they don't change the way the movement works. The final product of the game. I hope they keep it in. But the fact that she could do this, right? Imagine doing this flip, right? Call and assist. You now have a high-low, right? Built-in mix. For those of you that don't know what a mix-up is, okay? Sorry, fighting game people. You're gonna have to sit through this, okay? Because just in case people that don't know fighting game terminology watch this. A mix-up is, well, I gotta explain this first. In fighting games, if your opponent approaches you in the air, you gotta block high, right? Because you don't want them to hit you in your head, You can't wear a helmet to prevent that, so you have to do it manually. You have to stand block, right? Blocking overhead is what we call it. And then if they go low and clip your ankles, like little ankle biter chihuahua dogs, you have to hold down back, right? So you have to switch between high block, which is holding back, and low block, which is down back. Because you don't want to get your ankles clipped. This is what we call a mix-up, right? So Jinx doing this and calling her partner, calling her gank, right? For you to get ganked would give her a mix-up opportunity, because she's going to go high or she's going to go low. So you have to react or guess depending on how good the mix is. Or you could get thrown. That's another layer to this shit, right? Getting thrown. Sometimes there's no mix, right? And you just get thrown and you're like, damn, I guess wrong. Sometimes the no mix up is getting hit by a mid. And what a mid is something you could block while stand blocking or crouch blocking. And when you get hit by a mid, you feel stupid as shit because there is no mix, but you still got hit. So you got mixed by the no mix up. No mix is the best. If this is all true, she's gonna be so annoying because she's just gonna end her string and then fucking do a flip. How similar is this game to MVCI? I wouldn't really, well, more so just tag games, right? Like Power Rangers, BB tag, MVCI. You do stuff, and then you call your partner and tag into them. Damn, that's mad pushback, bro. And then you whiff, and you just get blasted. Hey, yo. My man out here doing bad strings. This is crazy. From the looks of it, it looks like you can tag during special moves, right? And the special move with Jinx is her whipping out the giant blicky, right? So she whipped out the minigun. Tagged into, or called, what's this dude's name? Darius? Called her assist, right? They're in the special, which is huge. It's kind of like Dragon Ball. You can do a special, or MVCI do a special and tag, which makes the game pretty nuts in the terms of offense. Because if you could only call assists during regular normals, which is your regular attacks that don't require like a special input, it makes your strings whatever. But if you can do it during specials, that's kind of sick. This is so fast. I'm trying to see what the hell happens here. Jumps in, calls it. Man, I wonder if you could block in the air. Does this trailer show blocking in the air? I guess we'll find out as we go, huh? It's another fighting game classic, dude. Jumping and calling an assist approach. Oh, see, this looks like a special animation, right? To switch to your partner. You can tell by the way the camera zooms in. Whenever you see a special cinematic or like zoom effect, the move that has a special property, right? Basically special tag as we like to call it. Yeah, launch her into switch. Or the super jump. I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, so you got orb loops to Oki. Like, man, mix.
Will be an assist-based.
You gotta make your string more tight though.
To build a game.
You know, it's actually my
Man.
man's assist is the, I don't even know what to call this, the time bomb, the time nade. So she could probably pick up off of this, right? The bomb hits him, she dashes in, you convert off of it, you take him to the corner and get Oki.
I feel like this is the right foundation to build a game that rewards strategic team building. And
Also, if you notice on the launcher here,
pilot
there wasn't a tag, so it looks like you can choose between using when you use the launcher. Also, they didn't put this trailer out in 60 FPS. I don't know if you guys noticed that. It's like at 24 frames or some shit like that. 25? I'm sure the final product will be at least 60 FPS. Time Winder, but Time Nade works. Time Winder. Thank you, Daniel. Yeah. So yeah, it looks like you can launch and not tag into your partner.
That rewards strategic team building. And
also, man, launch combos? Thank you. I feel like launch combos are a necessity in team-based games, man. They're just tight, sick.
Decision making on top of strong.
Yeah, switching would probably be launch plus assist, or like you do a special motion after you do the launch or something, or you know, hit your assist button, because I don't think there's motions in this game, right? Is it one button special?
Fighting fundamentals. Our goal is to build a game that delivers a fast-paced, dynamic.
Man, you got him. Oh, this is what we call getting your shit mixed. All right, this is what we call getting your shit mixed. Okay, pay attention. All right, for those of you that don't know what getting your shit mixed, that means you got your shit mixed and you don't know what happened. Okay, so observe. All right, this is what we call Oki. Okay, this is what we call Oki. So Echo gets the knockdown, right? Okazime means basically you knock your opponent down and then you set something up on their wake up, right? So here Jinx can't hit anything, right? And I'll tell you why. Because Time Winder is right in front of her. If Jinx hits a button, her cheeks are gonna get clapped because there's a meaty projectile. This is what we call a meaty. A meaty is the thing that's in between a guy's pants. A meaty is when there's something that will hit your opponent right as soon as they wake up and lose their invulnerability frames, right? That's a meaty. That's a girthy. So this is a girthy. So yeah, since there's an active hitbox on the screen, it doesn't have to be a projectile. You could hit a button, and during the active frames of it, it's also a meaty, because the only thing that beats a meaty is an invincible move. So this schmeaty means Jinx can't hit a button unless she has an invincible move. Traditionally, in fighting games, special supers are invincible, right? But that's why you save jump it, but that's something completely different altogether. So,
fast-paced.
Observe, right? You have to guess. If done correctly, I'm sure you can space this better. And then there's another thing to consider, which is like your character's hitbox. But we'll get into that when the game drops. So anyways, at this point you have to be like, damn, is it gonna hit me on the same side, or am I gonna have to block cross up, right? Well, what am I gonna have to block first? The Time Winder or Echo? And you know, Jinx gets wrong, got her shit mixed, got hit into Time Winder, or not even, Time Winder disappeared. You got mixed. There's nothing you could do here except, you know, jump away. Then you'd probably get aired. But if you do the Oki right, you probably can't even jump away. The faces are funny in the first game. It's still in development, man. This is Oki. She got her shit mixed, right? And guess what? You get knocked down and you get put back into Oki. Congratulations, you put in the blender. Welcome to fighting games.
Plenty of room for you to be creative and express yourself in gameplay.
Again, more mix.
Room for you to be
I wonder if there's a. I really hope there isn't a block button. I really hope there isn't a block button, man.
Like a lot of you out there, we're inspired by the insane outplays.
Guard break? It's like she has like a guard break move, or something that puts you in a stagger state. Okay, those are always nice. Why am I man looking the wrong way?
200 IQ plays behind some of the most iconic moments in fighting game history. The dream for us is to deliver a game that allows you to create new iconic moments for many years to come.
Okay, there's your
Now let's
special.
talk about controls. I know that a lot of you have strong opinions about
Damn, that's crazy. You can't block in the air, bro.
mechanical
Careful
difficulty
jumping
in
this
fighting
character.
games.
Being
For
dragged
Project- I know
down,
that a lot of you
right?
have strong opinions about mechanical.
and then, dude, you could act immediately. You're gonna get put into the blender. Oh my god, dude, there's so much Oki. So much Oki.
For Project L, we're embracing the
Again,
easy-to-learn
there's
hard to
you get the
master
knockdown.
mentality.
Doesn't look like you could forward tech or back tech either, right? And what a forward and back tech is, as well. Do you tech roll forward after you get knocked down, or can you tech roll back? It looks like you just have to wake up in a neutral stance, which means there's Oki, which takes us back to getting your shit mixed, or getting schmeeded. You know, that's crazy. This game got more mixed than Dragon Ball, from the looks of it so far. Yeah, there's command normals or special inputs. I still don't know if this is one button specials. Is it gonna be like Grand Blue? Because Grand Blue had one button specials, which was useful in some situations, but it was always better to do the input. What up, Majin Junpei?
So yes, we are making it easier to jump in with a new character and learn their basic kit. That said, we absolutely believe in rewarding the time you spend going
there
deep
are
on a
one button
character,
specials.
providing
Also, there's
opportunities for
ground
you to
bounces in
shorten
this
the time.
game.
That said,
So you have launches, ground bounces, and wall bounce, right? You have 3 different ways to extend your combos. Ground bounce is just what it sounds like. You literally bounce off the ground. Wall bounce, you bounce off the wall. And launcher, you get launched up in the air. It's pretty cool. It's literally battle for the grid combos. You mean Marvel combos? Or like Blaze Blue combos or something? Yeah, Power Rangers is a pretty good example of what this game will be like. You know, you could also look at MVCI or like BB Tag.
we absolutely believe
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna make a video of what games you could play to prepare you for Project L. Don't worry. I got y'all. Don't even trip.
in rewarding the time you spend going deep on a character and providing opportunities for you to showcase your high-end
Oh,
mastery.
mix up.
One of the delights of fighting games.
Ren
Delights of
cancels
fighting
too?
games. One of the
Peep
your
it.
high-end mastery.
Ugh. That might be it's either a Ren cancel, right? That you can use off of special moves or certain moves. Or you did a micro dash. A micro dash is when you dash only a little bit. Just a little bit. Then you hit a button. It's a micro dash. Just a little bit. Little bit. Then you hit the button. Or Ren cancel is when you do a move and you can cancel the recovery frames into a forward input, which would be your dash. Or maybe there's a dash button. Maybe this is a 6-button fighter, right? Light, medium, heavy. Launch your special button, assist, and then a dash button. Maybe there's a throw button. I don't know.
One of the delights of fighting games is seeing top players move and fight in a way that's inspiring and distinct from less
So
inspiring.
this is what we like to call an OTG,
Way. That's
right? OTG means off the ground or on the ground, right? You hit them off the ground or you hit them on the ground. So Jinx called whatever the hell this missile is called, right? Let's call him Red Rocket. So Jinx called Red Rocket, right? So Red Rocket about to go up Echo's ass, okay? So Echo's on the ground, right? It's a sliding knockdown. Literally, as this is sliding as he got knocked down. But he's still in the state. Please don't say Red Rocket. Oh, man. League players are gonna hate me, bro. I'm gonna think of all these names for these moves. It just, man. They're like, what the fuck did he just say? Rocket is called fish bones. South Park, man. I would just be done. Anyways, so hit off the ground, right? An extension with your assist. You could either use your assist for extensions or for mix-ups, right? Or to help you in the neutral, you know? Anyways, in this example, they got hit off the ground, right? So then Darius goes in, confirms off of it, right? Converts off of it, I should say. What a jump arc, by the way. This guy's a big boy, but man, he's pretty flexible. Look at this jump. Look at this spin on this man, bro. You told me this man was a ballerina in his past life, I'd believe it. This is straight up.
Distinct from lesser.
Into a restand? Okay. Restands are, man, I even realized this restood like the 2 times I've seen this trailer. Alright, let me explain to you why a restand is broken, okay? Restand is just as it sounds. You force your opponent to go back into a standing position. Okay? So let me explain just what you can do off of a restand, right? You can, are you ready? Reset your opponent. Gee, Mr. Streamer, what's a reset? I'm glad you asked, Billy, and Billy. Alright, Billy, what a restand is, what a reset is when you, in this case, put your opponent in the restand position, then you go for a mix-up or a throw, right? You reset their position, right, to hit them with a mix. Something that favors you, right? In this situation, when you restand them, you could go for a throw. If you have a command grab super, what's a command grab? It's the grab that you do a command to do, but they can't block it. That's why grabs are so powerful. You can't block a grab. You either have to jump or tech it. But command grabs, you can't tech them because they're a special property of kind of a grab. They have special properties as a grab, I should say, where the only way to beat them is jumping. And you used to be able to do, you know, deep invincible moves, but right now it's looking like fighting games are getting rid of invincible moves to beat. Getting rid of invincible moves to be beaten by grabs. So I'm not gonna speak on behalf of the game that you can do an invincible move like a dragon punch or a Shoryuken, right? As most of you know, Shoryuken is a dragon punch. Dragon punch is the general term. Congratulations, I just gave you more terminology. Grabs were banned in some arcades back in the day. Yeah. So anyways, that's why restands are so important, because you basically gotta have your way with the character, right? You gotta reset them however you want. You could walk up, throw them, right? If you have your assist, you can call your assist while you go for a mix-up. There's so many things you can do when you reset somebody, right? Off of restand especially. They're basically your bitch, right? You can do what you want.
Skilled players who, through time manipulation,
Alright, okay, this is huge,
is a
right?
brilliant inventor who, through time manipulation,
Again,
can
like,
rewind
just
his
being
own
able to
mistakes
wave
and stay
dash
one
like
step
this,
ahead.
right?
Rewind his own
Having this
manipulation.
movement is
Genius.
crazy.
He's a brilliant inventor who, through time manipulation, can
When it
rewind
comes
his
to
own mistakes
versus
and stay one
games,
step
being able to move smoothly and fluidly is what will help determine if your game is good or bad, right? You don't want to play a game, especially a game like this, right, where it feels clunky to move, you know? It doesn't feel right. It feels like you're fighting in mud. You know those connections, right, where you feel like you're playing underwater? Imagine feeling like you're moving underwater, right? So the fact that, at least for Echo, I'm not going to speak on behalf of all the characters because you kind of see them schmoove, but you see the most from Echo.
introduce you to Echo, re-envisioned for
And I definitely want to say looks like they're putting more emphasis on Echo than all the other characters, right? Maybe he's the main character of the game, I don't know.
No. Echo is a punk genius. He's a brilliant inventor.
So yeah, just the way he's dashing in and out, right? This is what we refer to as wave dashing. Where in the games where you can wave dash, smash, you have to jump and air dash to the ground, right, in melee. In Marvel, you hit 2 attack buttons at the same time and then down, right? Or you can plink dash, but I don't think this game's gonna have plinking, so I'm not gonna have to explain that to you. But just the way how he's just fluidly moving around, right? Looks nice. And do you have any landing recovery? Well, I mean, this is only like on 24 frames, but I don't know. I don't know if that's a recovery animation or not, because in some fighting games, Guilty Gear, Strive, when you double jump or air dash, you have landing recovery, which is huge because that's kind of new when you just jump or air dash.
Manipulation can rewind his own mistakes and stay one step ahead of his opponent. The centerpiece of Echo's kit is his Chronostrike. It's a forward-moving slash. That's a pretty good.
This is nuts, by the way, because like you could bait so hard with this. Is there baiting in League? There's gotta be baiting in League, right? You have to. Is there a different term for baiting in League? Which one of you in chat knows? Anyways, why this is huge is because you could make yourself do something unsafe, right? Unsafe is just as it sounds, a move that leaves you not safe. And you could throw out an unsafe move, right? And try to bait them into hitting a button. As long as this works on whiff. I don't know if this works on whiff. What whiff means is when your move whiffs. That's pretty much it. When you throw out a button and it doesn't hit your opponent. So if it works on whiff, that's pretty nice. But if it only works on hit, then it's still good, but it's not going to be very It's kind of not gonna be as powerful.
Pretty good poke and a combo ender. When Echo slashes with Chronostrike, he generates an after image that he can rewind back.
But
to
the fact that
any
you
time in
could
the
do a
next few
bunch of cool
seconds
stuff
the
off of
match.
it is nice.
You can use the rewind to double down on your first slash or make a different choice.
You know, when
can
he's
use the
doing
rewind
a
to double
very
down.
similar string to Jinx, she gets pushed back more. So I wonder if there's gonna be, well, like in Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue, like a barrier mechanic or something that gives more pushback. Maybe they'll add push block. And what push block is when you're blocking, you hit a certain combination and it just pushes your opponent away.
On your first slash,
Yeah, right.
make a different choice.
Barrier,
Branch into
faultless
high command
defense to
launcher.
slightly push them back.
Echo works just fine as
Man, bro, I hope there's not a block button, son. This character gonna mix. Oh man, this character gonna mix.
works just fine as a mid-range zoner, but he really comes online when you
Yeah,
take
if
full
you add
advantage
an
of the-
assist on
but he
top
really
of all
comes-
this stuff, you're probably looking at this like, I don't think I'd get hit. Well, here's the thing: you throw an assist on top of this, congratulations. You gonna? Am I gonna throw you? Am I gonna left, right, high, low you?
Echo works just fine as a mid-range zoner, but he really comes online when you take full advantage of the rewind ability. He can vary the time
Yeah,
of the
this
rewind to mix up his
this is cool. That I hope you can interact with other projectiles as well, right?
line when you
The
take
fact that
full
Echo
advantage
can
of the
hit
rewind
his
ability.
time what is it? Winder? Is that what you call it?
He
Back?
can vary
Yeah, so I wonder if this is gonna be a universal mechanic or just bound to the characters.
the rewind to mix up his opponent, recover for assist attacks made by his teammates. And in the right hands, rewind can also be a strong combo extender.
Man, look at this.
And then there's time
Man.
strong combo extender.
Man, the sheer amount of freedom that I've seen so far, and think about it, this is day negative like 600, 700, maybe 800. This is like day negative 2 years at least. At least. Yeah, I mean, it might not be universal, but it'd be nice if it was. Well, I mean, I'm right next to it, so that's too far.
And in the right hands, rewind can also be a
Ooh,
strong combo
okay,
extender.
launch bomb, boy. You ground bounce, you launch him again. The fact that you can launch again is great. I'm glad you could do more than one launcher, right? Even if you can only do a ground conversion off of it, at least you got another one.
Time Winder works
This
great
is-
for basic zoning and combos.
The fact that you could jump and throw this on
And
your
then there's
approach,
Time Winder. Echo's time.
man, you're gonna try to anti-air me? Nah, hold this projectile, bro.
Time grenade.
That's tight. That's tight. There has to be an answer against this because this already looks like one of the best moves in the game. Jumping and throwing a projectile
And then
that if your
there's Time
opponent
Winder.
interacts
Echo's
with it.
time grenade.
I mean, if it has super low block stun, then understandable where you can punish his landing. But he probably what 6-7 frames of recovery if that's recovery. Like I said, this game's like at 25 FPS right now.
Time Winder works great for basic.
You actually
zoning
gonna want
and
to learn,
combos.
Zach?
The real payoff.
So if you notice
Time
here,
Winder works great for basic.
doing the same ground bounce move
Zoning.
again causes a hard knockdown, right? So what's a hard knockdown?
combos.
Well, in this case, a hard knockdown is when they don't get up immediately, right? I imagine soft and hard knockdowns are gonna be a little bit different in this game, as opposed to what Dragon Ball terminology of it would be. But yeah, so hard knockdown, didn't recover immediately. You get time to set up the Okazeme, right? Because they're on the ground, right? You could probably set up a time winder or something. I just wake up.
The real payoff comes when you're able to throw Time Winder from range, giving it a chance to charge up and explode into a time distortion field that slows Echo's opponents for
That's
the next few
a
seconds of the match.
that's a not that bad of a
For both of
distance.
these moves, our approach is to give you a tool with a clear primary role, with lots of potential for extra utility when you use it in the right situation.
Dude, this character's gonna be hella tricky,
Now,
man.
while gameplay is obviously super important, high quality netcode is essential for any great.
That's pretty much it, right? Oh shit. Yeah, that's
Hey,
pretty much
everyone.
it.
Payoff comes when you're able to throw Time.
But yeah, just off of what they've shown, man, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I was worried at first, but you know, the dev team knows what they're doing, man. I have faith on the people working on it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know shit about League, so for those of you that watch this on YouTube, What characters do you want to be in the game and why? And what's their move list, right? Give me stuff to research. You know, help me, help you, help me. All right, thank you.